You won't believe what happens after 100 days of semen retention. Hello everybody, and welcome to Male Wisdom. In this video, I will be talking about the benefits of semen retention after 100 days. Now you might be wondering what that is or why you should even care, but by the end of this video, you'll see why this is something that everyone should at least consider. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this in the future. The benefits of not ejaculating might surprise you. Men are always looking for an extra edge. It's in our nature to constantly seek new ways in which we can become better, both at performing labor and tasks and as human beings. As a result, we're continually striving to improve our well-being, most often in one of the following 4 areas: mental, physical, spiritual, and sexual. Therefore, it may be surprising to learn the benefits of not ejaculating. While it may seem counterintuitive, abstaining from ejaculation for a set period, be it a day, a week, or even months at a time, can have tangible positive effects across many aspects of our lives. While the conversation around avoiding ejaculation may seem to have gotten much more popular as of late, the truth is the original concept has been around for centuries. Our ancestors began hunting for the physical, mental, spiritual, and other benefits of semen retention far before it became an internet fad. While they may not have known the scientific benefits of not ejaculating like we do today, the notions were evident in the form of Taoism and tantric sex. Perhaps the best thing about willfully avoiding ejaculation is that there appears to be no downside. Regardless of your reasons for doing so, there are no known health risks associated with prolonged semen retention. But on the other hand, there may be several benefits that we are still learning the true extent of today. What happens when you don't ejaculate and commit to semen retention? To put it simply, not that much. Sperm that is not expelled is merely absorbed back into the body. This fact likely has led to the idea that not ejaculating can raise testosterone levels. The additional effects of abstaining from sexual activity or masturbation can go beyond physiology. When you retain your semen for 100+ days, you go more than 100 days without ejaculating. Some very significant changes happen that I have personally experienced myself and that many other men are reporting as well. As men, we are conditioned to believe that it's normal and healthy to ejaculate frequently every day because of pornographic material conditioning. As a result, we are so sexually overstimulated that we feel we must release our sexual energy every day. I was in this pattern personally as a teenager from about 13 to my early 20s. Then, when I was about 22 or 23, I realized how much self-gratification of pornographic material daily affected my life. It was depleting my energy, depleting my vitality. I had no focus, no confidence, and no motivation in life. I was drying up. I always felt that sexual energy was extraordinary in some way. I knew there had to be some way to integrate sexuality into my spiritual life without just suppressing it entirely. This led me down a path to studying Tantra, and especially Taoist sexual cultivation. With these approaches, you're not stopping intercourse, but you're also not overindulging in intercourse in a way that depletes you like most of us in the modern world do. It's about taking that sexual energy and cultivating it, working with it in a way that deepens your relationship with your partner. You can have intercourse without self-stimulating. Cultivate that energy, circulate it with your partner, and store it within your body, so you build a sexual charge and don't lose it. When a man self-stimulates, he loses that sexual charge. He loses the essence of his body, which semen is. It's the essence of the male body. It's your yang energy when you're constantly ejaculating every day. You were in a state of depletion when I first started practicing semen retention. It was a major feat for me to go 30 days without self-stimulating. Some of the things that I noticed was that, first of all, my energy levels improved significantly like night and day. I used to rely on caffeine and other substances to get up and going in the morning. I had to drag myself out of bed. Once I got 100+ days into semen retention, my energy levels went through the roof. I needed less sleep. I was up in the morning, ready to go. I just had this endless supply of energy, which makes sense because the body puts a lot of work into creating semen. It takes a lot of resources from the body. It's pulling from the organs from the spinal fluid. All of these substances, It shuts down your androgen receptors, and the body stops placing a focus on cellular repair and self-maintenance. Instead, it focuses on creating more semen. So when you're no longer in a deficit of constantly ejaculating, your body no longer has to focus primarily on creating more semen. It has more energy for its other processes, so you experience significantly boosted energy levels. Another significant benefit I noticed was that my focus improved dramatically. I used to have a tough time focusing on one thing. I'd be working on one thing and have to do something else. I couldn't focus on one task for an extended period. What I found was that, after practicing semen retention, my focus improved dramatically. I do a lot of creative work. At the time, I was a musician, so I really had to focus on what I was doing, and my ability to focus on one thing without getting distracted improved dramatically. I felt like my mental faculties were functioning much better, and it makes sense because, again, when you're constantly ejaculating, you're depleting your energy. Specifically, you're losing a lot of zinc, often more than you can replenish through diet alone. Zinc is also necessary for hormonal balance and proper brain function and memory. When zinc is deficient, your immune system suffers, you feel brain fog and lethargy, and you have difficulty focusing. You may even feel depressed. Practicing semen retention is a great way to boost your focus. I also found myself feeling very motivated. I had all this energy, and it made me want to stay busy. I tried to keep myself alive with tasks. I was studying things, improving my skills, and doing creative work. And I was also motivated to go to the gym and start working out. I joined a gym and started lifting weights, something I had never had the energy to do. Once I started practicing semen retention, I was like, okay, I have to put this energy into something because I have so much of it. It was incredible because I had all this energy and motivation to go out and get things done. Something else that vastly improved. I used to lack confidence. I used to have low self-esteem in my teenage years, and through my early 20s, I was timid and couldn't bring myself to talk to women. This is something I suffered with for a long time. When I started practicing semen retention, that completely changed. I began to have this deep, radiant confidence. I felt very comfortable in my skin again. I think this has to do with no longer being depleted. A man's watching pornographic material and masturbating every day has empty inside. He's consuming his vital energy. You lack a sense of confidence because you're empty. When practicing semen retention, you build this vital yang energy back up. You build up your reserves, and you're just overflowing with all this energy, and you feel so good and harmonious. You feel so confident because you're in your masculine power. Your semen is your masculine energy. When you build it up, you have this powerful male charge and feel unstoppable. This led me also to discover that it makes you much more attractive when you practice semen retention. There are certain mental benefits of semen retention. Semen retention proponents cite myriad positive mental and emotional outcomes to this practice. You may notice a reduction of stress or anxiety in your daily life, along with a corresponding increase in motivation when it comes to your work, completing projects around the house, or pursuing other goals. Perhaps most apparent is the renewed sense of self-control you'll gain from abstinence. All of these benefits can be traced back to the increase in testosterone levels. Think about how you felt ready to attack every day when you were younger, when your body was secreting T at its maximum capacity. You may be able to recapture some of that same vigor by avoiding ejaculating regularly. Many men who have practiced semen retention have reported greater overall happiness and satisfaction in their lives. Others have purportedly experienced more profound, meaningful relationships with their significant others. They claim that focusing away on sexual pursuits allowed them to concentrate on the other facets of their love lives, like communication about sex and their lives in general. While it is nigh impossible to prove these anecdotal assertions, often discussed by the Nofap movement and community, for example, spending time talking with men who have encountered these benefits can be an eye-opening experience for anyone considering following the same path. While there is still a strong need for more research in this area, most published studies has revolved around the physical benefits of not ejaculating. Unsurprisingly, many of these effects are correlated again with higher testosterone levels. Things like increased mood, energy, and decreased body fat are the same results one might expect from more T. Perhaps the most exciting news is that the scientific benefits of not ejaculating may manifest more quickly than you'd think. A systematic review of current research conducted in 2018 found that abstaining for less than 24 hours was associated with improved sperm motility. The longer one doesn't ejaculate, the more positive the results. They explored the benefits of not ejaculating for a week in 2003. They found that T levels maxed out among the 28 volunteer participants on the 7th day. A study conducted 2 years prior resulted in elevated testosterone levels in those who did not ejaculate for 3 weeks straight. There are multiple health benefits for men who decide not to ejaculate: mental, spiritual, physical, or even sexual. While more research is necessary to unequivocally determine the period of these benefits and their exact nature, the bottom line for men who choose to abstain is that they aren't harming themselves, making a purely personal choice. If you have been searching for a way to gain renewed control over your life and possibly experience these health benefits for yourself, deciding not to ejaculate might be the right choice. It takes a lot of willpower, and you do that for 100 plus days. It changes you. It changes who you are and your resolve in every other aspect of your life. I will talk about an often overlooked but compelling way to boost your attractiveness to the opposite sex. Most guys think they need to release their seed regularly to be healthy and virile, but that's not the case. So without further ado, let's get into it. Make sure to click this video to find out more.